New Year Horror Story. As the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve, the small town of Greenwood, nestled in a remote forested area, was draped in an eerie silence. The streets, usually alive with joyous celebrations, now lay deserted under the veil of darkness. A thick fog crept in, obscuring visibility and adding an ominous touch to the night. In the heart of Greenwood stood an old abandoned mansion known as Ravenwood Manor. Its looming silhouette against the foggy backdrop seemed to absorb what little light the moon struggled to cast. The townsfolk spoke in hushed whispers about the house, weaving tales of a tragic past that left it uninhabited for decades. At the stroke of midnight, a group of adventurous teenagers, drawn by the thrill of exploring the unknown, dared each other to enter Ravenwood Manor. With trepidation etched on their faces, they approached the rusted gates, their hearts pounding in rhythm with the eerie silence. Ava, the boldest of the group, led the way. Her footsteps echoed ominously as she stepped onto the creaking porch. The heavy wooden door groaned in protest as she pushed it open. The musty scent of decay lingered in the air, sending shivers down their spines. "Let's split up," suggested Ava, her voice barely audible amidst the oppressive silence. "We'll cover more ground that way." Reluctantly, the group dispersed, their flickering flashlights casting eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. Each step echoed through the dimly lit corridors, heightening the sense of foreboding that permeated the mansion. As the minutes ticked by, strange noises began to emerge. A faint whisper here, a distant shuffle there, instilling a sense of paranoia in the group. Their nerves frayed and unease settled like a heavy blanket over them. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, sending shockwaves through the house. Racing towards the source, the teenagers found themselves in a decrepit room adorned with dusty portraits. Amidst the eerie silence that followed, they discovered one of their friends, petrified and trembling in a corner. It was, he stammered, unable to form coherent words. Before anyone could comprehend the situation, the room plunged into darkness. Flashlights flickered and died, leaving them engulfed in pitch blackness. Panic seized their hearts as they groped in the darkness, searching for an exit. Then, a chilling voice echoed through the room, resonating from unseen corners. "You've trespassed into the domain of the restless souls." Terror gripped the group as they realized they were not alone. Whispers filled the room, carrying fragmented tales of tragedy and despair. Shadows danced on the walls, taking sinister shapes that seemed to inch closer with every heartbeat. In a desperate bid to escape, they stumbled over debris, their frantic cries blending with the haunting whispers. But the doors and windows remained sealed shut, trapping them in the grip of the malevolent presence. As the night wore on, their terrified screams echoed through the empty halls of Ravenwood Manor, becoming an eerie symphony of fear, a grim tale destined to linger in the fabric of Greenwood, marking the onset of a new year stained with horror and tragedy.